am Red Cyclone! Yeah!
Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Louis Deans, and I'm here with Merc with the mic.
What is going on? What is going on?
Scottstown just left me and went to you. Damn.
Yeah, he
moves fast.
Damn. It was a far drive.
Shout out to the Steiner brothers from the Wrestling Babble. We did our wrestling retrospect, and we picked them this week.
And we saw death.
We saw men dropped on their heads in glorious fashion.
Yes.
It is what it is.
Illegal murder. They signed contracts
Wrestling
for
in the
that
80s.
shit.
Wrestling in the 80s, legal murder.
Yeah, they signed contracts, so they're like, hey, you're not my responsibility.
Protect the other guy. Sure.
Yeah. It's like protect the guy with the hand struggle. Maybe. Oh man. We got the comic book theater. We have Son of the Mask this week.
Boo.
Not
Not as bad as Catwoman in my book.
And there was a ton of games announced this week. There's a HasLab figure that debuted this week, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff. I know. So the company I missed last week, in addition to Capcom showing off their stuff, I know it was in Street Fighter. No, it's not company was. What was the other company? It was Capcom. So it was Nintendo. It was Sony.
And it was the Yakuza company.
Well, they did theirs. Oh, it was Sega in general, because Sega had one for Sonic too.
Yeah, they did. Okay.
They had Sonic.
I thought they showed Sonic a different day though, and then they did their own little thing.
No, but this is true, because they do have stuff to do with Sony, because don't they debut there first or no?
Yeah, no, the Yakuza game. Oh well,
it's only Judgment. That's right, it was Judgment that debuted there first.
Yeah, everything else is coming out on all systems.
So they did that the same day, but the Sega also had a presentation because they let people get hands on. Then it was TGS. That's the other thing.
Okay. Yeah,
that's what ended up happening. Yeah. Why so many Japanese companies were doing their previews on the same day, because TGS happened. So that was a 3-day event, I believe. Maybe, yeah. There was a 3-day event. So there's a lot. We're not gonna go through everything, but we'll talk about what we saw and what we cared about.
Well, the one thing I care about is we getting like 3. Well, now it's gonna be called Like a Dragon games.
3 different ones, yeah.
2 next year, 1 the following.
Mm-hmm.
So we're getting the sequel of Like a Dragon that has like a wannabe young-looking hero that have me fucking
laughing. Some people don't look right. All right, I get it. You get older, you dye your hair. Some people don't look right with fakely colored hair.
Yeah.
Some people, unfortunately, like Kiryu, who has a full head of hair in a young man's hairstyle.
Yeah.
It just doesn't look right gray. Doesn't he have an earring too in that picture? It looks like he does. And if he doesn't, he probably should. Doesn't. So it should make it look worse. Anyway. Yeah, Kiryu needs to dye his hair. He doesn't look right like that.
So there's a story that leads into that, at least. So the 2 games that we're getting next year are Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man who erased his name. And then we're getting the samurai one that was announced, Like a Dragon, Ishii.
And this is this is in the series. They said that this themselves. This is a Kiwami style game.
Yeah.
Because this is not a port.
Yeah.
They're doing work on it. So at least they're gonna do what they did to Kiwami 2. But then they said they're retiring the Dragon engine because it's not the greatest for what they want to do.
Yeah.
I listened to a podcast that's based in Japan called 8-4 Play, and there's a lot of people that usually localize games. And the information they had, because they went, and some of them interviewed the people there, they said that the reason they did that game Ishin in Unreal 4, so that's not a Dragon Age game. And then they said they're gonna do, I think, like the next Like a Dragon is gonna be in Unreal 5.
Yeah.
That's just the way they want to go.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm not mad.
I'm excited. I'm just happy we're getting more games, and the Samurai one looks interesting. I think they even said that if Ghost of Tsushima kind of really helped them be like, all right, we could do this now.
Yeah, it gave them the confidence to put it out. It's just that company, because then did you also see the comments about why the game was not on Nintendo platforms?
They just feel like it could. I don't know why.
They released a statement. So what they said about it was kind of similar to the reason why Kiryu's not in Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
It has more to do with traditional practices and how Nintendo feels about how they felt Nintendo would feel about them putting that game on.
Oh, okay.
So basically, the gist of it is, well, it's a game about beating people up in violence and the Yakuza.
Yeah.
So Nintendo being a traditionally Japanese company, they might not feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So they didn't want to harass them with it. I mean, I get it, but hey, don't leave the money on the table.
Yeah.
Just ask them. Just ask.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they'll say yes. That's all I have to say.
So those are three of the ones I was like the most excited about, because I loved Like a Dragon as well, the first Like a Dragon. So getting the sequel to that was great. The Like a Dragon, Gaiden, the man erased the name. I'm very curious about that game.
I don't know did they say if it's gonna be an RPG?
So the timeline is supposed to be between 6 and Like a Dragon. So it's supposed to be
no. They say the style of game.
They did not announce it.
No. Okay. That's the thing I'm interested in.
Yeah, they didn't say anything about it. I have a feeling it might be like the old school gameplay.
Part of me feels it's gonna be an RPG. If it's in that Like a Dragon series, the newly branded Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be an RPG.
The reason why I say it might go into that old way of playing, because they're not doing another Judgment.
Oh, that was another thing that they cleared up. That Judgment, there may be more series because of the PC version.
No, okay.
Because the actor said he will continue to work with them, and he gave his blessing on them putting the models and stuff on PC.
Yeah.
People gonna do what they gonna do, regardless. PC is PC.
Yeah, man.
I saw Uncle Ben's grave beating up criminals in Spider-Man. People are gonna do what they gonna do.
Yeah.
But he gave his blessing.
Judgment a lot.
So he gave his blessing, so that cleared up that part of putting that franchise in jeopardy. So
good.
It's up to them if they want to do it. So.
Good. I hope so.
I hope so too.
I hope so. But those are like three. The new Legend of Zelda.
I will put that out there. Those two games, Judgment and Lost Judgment, are out now on PC. They came out the same day of the announcement.
Yeah.
Judgment is 40, Like a Dragon is 60, so it's not like 70. So go crazy, get it.
Yeah. We got the new announcement of new Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, which is the Switch sequel of Breath of the Wild.
I know that was a part of the Nintendo Direct, which had a bunch of things. They also had Bayonetta 3 gameplay.
I didn't see that.
Full demonstration and full story
nice
trailers and everything. So that no longer is the game a full mystery. You got to see the new character, who's people have said is basically Nero with a katana from Devil May Cry, because she's got an attitude and she's young with the short hair.
I know. Jinx is very excited.
Good. I mean, the Switch needs another Bayonetta. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
People thought the game wasn't gonna happen, so it's out. It's out. The footage is out there in the wild. Check it out. I believe that is this year.
Yeah, it's October.
So that's not that far. I think it's right before Halloween also. So it's like the 28th or something like that.
Nice.
That's good. That's all I gotta
GoldenEye.
say. Yeah, GoldenEye, but also the full announcement of the N64 lineup.
Yes.
for the Nintendo Switch.
Well, the
GoldenEye's-
N64 was there already, so they're adding more to it. So GoldenEye got announced that it's gonna be like a predecessor from the N64 one, but they also announced Xbox announced that they are getting a full remaster of GoldenEye.
That's cool.
So
That's cool. Do you know if it's the same one that leaked? I don't know, earlier this year.
I don't know.
That people were saying, oh yeah, they found like the listings and stuff, and people were playing this kind of bootleg version of it.
I don't know. They just announced that Rare said that they are making one for Xbox.
So there you go. That's a good thing to have a good relationship with Nintendo, because they'll let you put the old games on your competing competitor system. Just saying.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
We had I don't know what else Nintendo showed. Those are the only two that I kind of like was happy about. The rest I don't remember.
Just Animal Crossing stuff. There's Pokemon announcements. I think there was actually an announcement of also Stadium getting the online.
Okay.
And you see, this is what I'm saying. They made an announcement for not just GoldenEye. They made an announcement for that Nintendo service, because there's a bunch of games getting online. So, I mean, I have no nostalgia for GoldenEye. Where's Perfect Dark?
Yeah.
I played GoldenEye once.
Oh, because Xbox owns Perfect Dark.
No, I'm just saying. They own it, but where's the 64 one?
But they could, yeah, they played nice.
I'm just saying.
It's on Rare Replays.
They playing nice though.
Yeah.
Where's the 64? I'm just saying.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm glad people are gonna get it. Hey man, look, it gets 4K. You can see Oddjob in 4K.
Yes.
It'd be mad as hell that you can't shoot him. So.
Yes.
Was it okay, Murray? Did you play that a lot or no?
I played it here and there. I was like, all right. I didn't mind it when I played with friends and stuff like that, but as a single game, I thought the game was trash.
Oh, okay.
I didn't.
Did you feel the same way about Perfect Dark, or did you not play Perfect Dark?
I liked the Perfect Dark storyline. Perfect Dark, I didn't get that much into the multiplayer though.
Yeah, I think that was the time was past for it. It was less people around playing 64 multiplayer.
Yeah.
Like that, like hardcore. I think most people probably were playing like wrestling anyway. You know what I mean? So I get it. I could say I have no nostalgia, but that's because I didn't own a 64 exactly.
Yeah.
No, I did. I had a 64, but I did not pick that up when it was in its heyday. The only thing I remember was the people that made this made Perfect Dark.
Oh.
I should try this, and so I did. So that's why I want to see Perfect Dark 64 version show up on 64 on their 64 collection someday.
Yes.
But yeah, also the Pokemon Stadium stuff. People were talking about the lack of the Game Boy thing, the transfer. So they were like, "Good luck playing rentals online." I was like, "Oh, you're right." So the gimmick of Pokemon Stadium was transferring your Game Boy Pokemon to a 64, which was at the time for games revolutionary. Nintendo, they made that peripheral. That's them. And that was the only way to get the ones with the stats that you made, the ones with the moves that you made. Like, I don't know if you remember Pokemon Stadium. The movesets were trash.
Yeah, I remember.
The rental movesets were garbage. So I can't wait to see people playing with that. Let's see. Other than that, we move on from Nintendo. I know Sony had a bunch of stuff. You said God of War was one of them.
God of War, they showed like the final trailer of it.
A lot. If you don't want it now, you're probably not gonna want it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. They showed you enough to get you like into the game,
Yeah.
and into the story.
I'm sold. Like that game looks fantastic.
I like how the trailer ends with Kratos versus their universe's Thor. I'm like, oh, okay, I need to see this.
It was nice. They announced Tekken 8.
So Tekken 8, what was that a part of? Because that's
what kicked off the state of play.
Okay, cool. That was state of play. Thank you. It looks cool, and then I like that instead of leaving it a mystery to what part of the game that footage was from.
Yeah. Because
it looks unreal. I don't even mean Unreal 5, although I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I'm saying how it looks in motion. it looks like a video playing. It looks like an FMV playing.
Yeah.
But the producer said that that's from story mode. So that is gameplay mixed with CG,
Nice.
which is pretty cool. Because they did it in 7. I don't know if you remember when you had certain story fights, specifically the one with Akuma versus Kazuya.
Yeah.
They did a lot of that.
Cool.
A lot. And they're going to go hard on it in 8 for the story, which I think, yeah, why not? This is story mode. And then, what else was there big for them?
So there was one called Stellar Blade. That looked interesting.
Oh, yeah, the Chinese game. Yes, because they changed the name. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
That looked cool.
That does look cool. Yes, sir.
Like a Dragon Ishi that was announced on the Sony gameplay, the State of Play.
Okay.
That was the one that was on State of Play. The other 2 were announced
Also-
on their own thing.
Also, I know Call of Duty was there. There's anything to get you into it?
I have no interest in Call of Duty.
Gotcha. I'm looking at Warzone 2 because I saw that was a thing. Because I like to watch Warzone. I don't play those, but something about watching Warzone because of the battle royale nature of it. I like so.
And
I'll
I
see.
think this is Team Ninja. They're doing Rise of the Ronin.
And that's supposed to be, I think, next year or 2 years from now.
Yeah,
Like that's not this year.
that looks cool.
That's cool because again, it's Team Ninja. Like they do fighting mechanics like their own. They do it like nobody else. So I'm interested in that. And then they put out the demo for Wulong.
Yes.
What's the actual title? Sheesh, I lost it. Because I know it's supposed to basically be their take on a Dynasty Warriors game, not
Yeah.
a Dynasty Warriors game. But remember, they are partners. Tecmo is now. It's been for a long time.
Yeah,
Koei.
Koei,
They've been
yeah.
partners for a long time, and I was wondering why they never did a Dynasty Warriors game. So I guess they were just waiting.
Yeah.
Because it's specific. Okay, so if you don't know, when I say Dynasty Warriors, it pertains to a particular era of China's history that they call the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
And so Dynasty Warriors is eternally the Koei retelling the story of the Three Kingdoms.
With
There are
different
9 of those games.
animals. They all just
then
had
there's
different
side
animals. They had different animals you could ride.
No,
They had the
you can't
elephant.
ride animals until I think until
third
the
one.
last one. No, you can't even ride them.
You couldn't ride them. I remember the elephant. I don't remember riding him though.
That's like,
Yeah.
I think one stage in Dynasty Warriors 4.
I think I gave up by 4. I didn't play.
So
anything
4 is
after
the
that.
one. I think you can ride the elephants. Yes.
Yeah, and then I tried the Samurai Warriors one, and I
Yes,
didn't
yes.
get into it that much.
Yeah, because it is basically just exaggerated beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
It's just 100 to 1 basically. But they're taking that formula. They're not doing that. That's why I say it's their take on the story, not the gameplay. So I like it because it's like Neo. It's closer to Neo. But they're doing the Souls thing. What they did at Elder Ring is adding jumping and stuff. So there's more verticality.
Cool.
So that could be good.
It looked
Not
pretty
quite
cool.
Ninja Gaiden though.
Yeah,
It's not Ninja Gaiden, so we'll see.
it did look cool though.
And the demo is out, so if you want to try it, try it.
Yeah.
I recommend it. I'm mad it's not on PC.
Boo.
Straight up mad,
Boo.
because I would be playing it right now, or when we're not casting.
Yes. And then the big thing was Street Fighter adding their characters and whatnot.
Yeah, so Capcom had a presentation. They had the gigantic Street Fighter presentation.
Yep.
They had the gigantic Monster Hunter presentation. And they had like one other game. I forgot. They did not show Dragon's Dogma 2, which I'm mad at.
They do it on purpose. They
Take it
know
forever.
you waiting for that.
Taking forever.
They
Show
know
me
it.
something.
They know it.
At
They're
least-
like, you know what
at
we're gonna
least-
fuck with today?
At least play a music video like you did for the first.
They'll
one.
just play the song, and
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
what
with the title, and that's it.
That's all I need. Give me the song. Give me the song. But so the Street Fighter presentation was basically almost equal to everybody's presentation in terms of information,
Yeah.
because they kind of had to. They suffered a leak and it showed the pictures. But here's the difference: it did not show the final renders of all the characters. So even if you know who the initial roster was gonna be, they still could have looked somewhat different.
Yeah.
Because the art is not exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
So, and to that end, you got to see the final artwork that's gonna be. I think they said the title screen art, because they showed. I think they said they showed the opening movie. Somebody had put it out there. I think the Street Fighter account themselves said that this is gonna be the opening movie for the game.
Okay.
So like the trailer that they did show is the opening to Street Fighter 6, which is cool. And it shows the beginning 18 characters. This does not show if they have unlockables, because they usually have like 2 characters. Maybe they did not show the boss.
Yeah.
I don't know. They have shown Akuma in that artwork, and Akuma is not in that trailer. So he exists, and I'm assuming he's not gonna be a DLC. You know what I mean? I'm assuming maybe you beat the game and you get Akuma. You know what I mean?
And then they also showcased the creator player thing and online.
And it's officially World Tour.
Yeah.
So they're going back.
Yep.
Going back to World Tour. The first time since Alpha 3.
Nice.
And I straight up say it. If I think about all the single player modes and all the fighting games, that was the best one.
Yeah, I like the Alpha 3 a lot.
Because that was basically taking your favorite character and building them up to be ridiculously strong by the end. But the thing I like about it is that it was like, so you know how Soul Calibur had their story modes and their single player modes that let you go across the maps and you fought these weird wacky battles. And they kind of had that, but it was a little more mainline, the type of the stipulations basically for each match. Sometimes you fought 2 Akumas, and that wasn't fun. Sometimes you fought 2 Evil Ryus. Sometimes you fought Guile and Charlie at the same time. That's not fun.
Yeah.
But then also sometimes you got to fight with another character against the super characters. So you would fight against, I think one was it Evil Ryu and Akuma versus Shin Akuma, and then there was one that was like Ken and Ryu versus Super Bison.
Yeah.
And then they had the exclusive battles that were on the Dreamcast because they could handle it. There were 4 character fights, so it was 2-on-2.
I remember that.
So now I'm excited to see exactly what they do. They showed off the character creator. They mentioned that, and I appreciate this, they took things from Monster Hunter in the character creator, because I still say first it was Dragon's Dogma, but then Monster Hunter stepped up the game, and I think it has one of the best character creators in any game.
Cool.
Like you look at it and look at the details. Maybe Saints Row is better, but do I want to play that new game?
No.
Nah. But as far as they stepped up their game, let's just put it that way. So you can go crazy with the character creator. They showed the hub, which is not bad and crappy. I just hope the netcode holds up for it, because have you seen Guilty Gear and at the same token the Dragon Ball hub?
Yeah. And
it has the little chibi characters running around.
Yeah.
But the problem is a lot of players say that it's not good. They say it just messes up the process of you getting into games. They say they don't like them.
Yeah.
They don't like it. So I hope they get it right. I hope this is the first fighting game that really gets it right from the beginning.
I hope so too.
That hub thing, because they also show, which I approve of, that they have cabinets in there, and the cabinets you can play some older games. They teased Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Cool.
And Final Fight.
Nice.
So if those are unlockable in the game and you don't have to pay money, that's crazy. I'm just saying, because you can play them online. That's what they show. It seems like they're hinting at.
That'll be cool.
That's a lot of work, and also if they're going that hard, then that means every other fighting game company has to step up.
Yeah.
Because what I heard was they said that because these are not the same people that did 5. Just to put that out there.
Yeah.
One of the guys was a producer. He took over. He was not the beginning producer. You know that. So that guy that took over said they are stepping the bar up.
Yeah.
So that means any fighting game coming out after Street Fighter 6, if you don't focus on single player and give people something that they want to enjoy, you're starting off on the wrong foot already. So, just saying.
Good.
Just saying.
I'm excited for it. It's looking better every time I see it, so I'm excited for it.
Yes. Can't wait for them to put out the demo. But they also said October 7th, I think, is the start of the beta.
Oh, sweet.
That's when it goes live. So I think it's going to be a weekend or a week. I think it's 3 days or 5 days. I'm not sure. I have to check it back in with that. And you can sign up on their website. So do it.
Sweet. I have one thing with they just announced Hasbro Labs announced a new figure for Marvel Legends, and it's Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider, full car and all. So I actually liked Robbie Reyes' character a lot. So I read him when he first came out. I'll say 2013 or something like that, 2010, 2013. It was during that whole Marvel Now starting that they put new characters and new diversity and things like that. They were like trying to diversify the full Marvel universe and stuff like that. So Robbie Reyes was one of the characters that they made. He's a Mexican descent and stuff like that. And he was like a not trying to be a gang, and he wound up dying because of the gang. And Spirit of Vengeance helped him, saw him and helped him get revenge, and he just ended up keeping the Spirit of Vengeance with him. But he's a really good character. He had a little appearance in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think it was season 5 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. He was in there as well. But he was a really cool character. Right now, he became the strongest Spirit of Vengeance there is, because now he's called the All Rider, and what he could do, he could make anything possessed. He could possess anything to ride on. So he could actually he was able to possess like Silver Surfer shield, surfboard, and use it, and things like that. And
did he get his permission?
And then he controls the multiverse of the Spirit of Vengeance.
So that means like all of the former.
Yes, he could control their
incarnations. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so he's actually really cool. So Hasbro Labs announced this figure, and it looks super dope. But that price tag is kind of hefty. Like it's like $250, and you gotta kind of put it up front because it is the Labs thing. So basically, you're pretty much paying for your spot for the figure. If I had the extra money, if I had the money to just splurge, I definitely would have got it. Just because it looks super dope. It's just like $350. That's way too high. But
it's the only one.
Yeah. Huh?
It's the only one.
Right now, they haven't announced any of the bonus things.
No, I'm saying, but that's the only one of that guy.
Yes.
You gotta get it.
That's his debut. Yeah.
You gotta get it though.
I might. Let's see.
Just sacrifice something else. Just sacrifice the other pre-orders, because the thing about the HasLab stuff is they are one of a kind.
Yeah, that is true.
And then you're gonna see them in a hobby shop for triple the price.
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying.
This one I'm looking at, I may have to do it before. I think it was before September 22nd, and you get the Robbie Reyes figure. So you get the human version of him. If you get it, if you put in early.
Gotcha.
The only thing with that is, like, even if you do pay it for, is like $100. It's almost $100 a month. Every 2 weeks.
That's not. Come on.
Yeah.
Reasonably for the HasLabs, if you only have to put down 100 and then it's 100 every other 2.
Yeah.
That's not cruel.
I'm very looking at it though. I'm like, it might. There's a big chance I'll probably get it before the more Robbie Reyes thing is still there.
Would that be the first HasLabs you've
I got
backed?
the Galactus.
Oh, you have to. Okay.
I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with that.
You never opened it, or you never?
No, I haven't got it yet.
Oh, wait. So clue me in onto which one of the HasLabs has come out. I know the Unicron.
Sentinel came out.
Sentinel is in the wild. Gotcha.
The battle chest, the Mandalorian ship.
Oh, that
came out.
That was one?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
The tank, the tank hasn't shipped yet.
Is that the G.I. Joe?
G.I. Joe one, his tank. That hasn't sent that. But the Sentinel one is the one I know for sure that it got sent out, and it was a lot of people loved it. I did Galactus, so when that comes out and that gets sent, and then I could tell you what that is. But that shit's like 3 feet tall.
Gotcha.
Almost 3 feet tall.
Gotcha.
It's like a little baby.
You're gonna need two delivery guys to bring that to you.
But I'm really looking at the car's detail looks sick. The fire and the light up looks really dope. The character itself looks really dope. But yeah, it's $350 price tag, so I gotta really think about it. That's why I can do overtime to see if I can get these damn figures.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. But it looks super sick. So if you're interested in it, go to HasbroPulse.com and be someone to put in for Ghost Rider.
Do it.
It's very close to the goal already, so you might get some bonus figures as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yes, sir.
You want to get into this? movie?
No, I don't, but we kind of have to. That's the thing.
That's the
That
thing.
is
We
the
make
thing. Also,
commitment.
before we go,
Yeah.
we did do Constantine not too far back,
Yeah.
and we got the. I just wanted to put out that via GameSpot, they greenlit the sequel.
You
I mean, like
did.
20 years later. So this news came out today, though. I know there was rumors about, is it gonna be? But now it's official.
Yeah,
So there you
WB
go.
announced it about maybe on Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was not that far.
So there you go. We just saw the first one. Second one is coming.
Yeah, dude. I'm happy for it.
Did they say who's Oscar winner and Batman movie alum Akiva Goldsman will write the screenplay, so that's good news, right?
Yeah,
They don't say who the director is.
they probably won't.
I'm scanning. No.
It's too early.
True enough.
So
Oh no, wait. Francis Lawrence.
okay.
Do you know who Francis Lawrence is?
No, I don't.
Okay. I think it might be the same person.
Okay.
What?
If it is the same person, then all right.
It
Part of the
says
same director.
band together again. So you know what I mean?
Okay.
I guess so.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah, because it says he's a Hunger Games guy, and we talked about that.
yeah,
Right.
he was.
Oh,
Yeah, that's him then.
There you go. So same director and everything. Cool.
So we got this Son of the Mask movie,
Ah, jeez.
2005.
Why?
It is
So what is
rated
it?
PG-13. Came out February 18th, 2005.
It is an hour 34. That is an hour too long.
Excruciating minutes of movie. The director is Lawrence Gunnerman. He also directed Cat vs. Dogs.
What's that?
It's a movie called Cat vs. Dogs. It's
I
literally
thought it was
cats
something
versus
you
dogs.
saw.
They're like
I
have
thought it was
secret
something
agents
you
and
saw,
shit, and the
no.
cats were the villains and stuff.
Oh. Now that you say that, that sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he directed Ants.
Excuse me?
1998.
Ants?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. It says here he directed Goosebumps Escape from Horrorland, the video game. I don't remember that.
Oh god, that's probably right. He got the
I
idea
might
for
have to
his
look. I might
face.
have to look this up. This looks jank PC game. Oh,
Yeah.
FMV game. Oh boy, yeah, those are the best games.
So, they're starring in this movie. We have Jamie Kennedy as Tim Avery. We have Alan Cummings as Loki. We have Ryan Fowler as Avery. Alvy Avery?
No, yeah, Alvy.
Alvy
yeah.
Avery. Mary Mauser as Alvy Avery. Taylor Howard as Tonya Avery. Liam Falcor. You got multiple babies in here? And
Yeah,
then-
well, I think somebody was him when he was the crazy baby, maybe
Oh, okay.
in the makeup. So it's probably a little person. You never know.
Bob Hoskins was Odin. God damn, I didn't
Yeah,
know
that was
that.
one of the only things I liked about the movie. Bob Hoskins was Odin. This is another
Yeah.
Raul Julia scenario where I don't know how much longer the man lived, but
Yeah.
if this is one of his last roles, damn.
And then Ben Stein as Dr. Newman, who kind of reprises his role from the first Mask movie.
Yes.
Anyone else that's worth noting?
My only problem was there was just no real connection between this movie and the first movie,
No.
besides Ben Stein.
Yeah. That, and it was just
I'm
extremely.
looking, yeah. Not enough. Not enough.
It was extremely.
Otis played Otis the dog.
There you go.
There you go.
But Otis was Milo in the other movie. Oh,
Does-
Otis
did
was
he
the
play?
dog here. Huh?
No, he's not the same dog.
No, he's not the same dog. That would have been cool, but at least it was the same dog, you know? Stanley Ickless, like, gave him the dog shit because his life got crazy after the mask. So at least something connection up there. It would be Milo.
Yeah, they really don't. They don't try.
Yeah.
So my initial impression of this movie was made for people who heard of the mask but never saw it.
Yeah.
They're trying to ride the coattails of Jamie Kennedy's popularity. Because remember,
Didn't he
even
have
though
like the show on Channel 11 at the time?
yeah, he had a bunch of stuff. Jamie Kennedy was like they went hard on him for a minute. Don't forget he was white, wasn't he? No, he
Malibu
wasn't.
Most Wanted.
He was Malibu's most wanted. He was also like he had the Jamie Kennedy experiment. That was like kind of big. It was kind of big. And then he was in a bunch of movies. That's the other thing. He wasn't.
Yeah, he was in Scream.
So like they went hard on him. It didn't pan out. This wasn't like I don't have that random unexplicable hate for the guy. So it's just they tried. This wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't doing it.
I never found him funny. Because even Malibu Most Wanted, I didn't really find him funny in that movie either.
I found him funny for the type of character he played on the Jamie Kennedy experiment. Because he was supposed to be a crazy like game show host and just making fun of people all the time.
Yeah.
Because remember, it was like a prank show.
It was definitely a prank show. I remember that.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad. But like they tried to go on from there.
He looked like a sick Conan O'Brien in The Mask.
A little bit. I don't know what sickness makes your face green, but yes.
He ate bad shrimp.
All right. I mean, that does kill some people.
Yeah, like the bright. I didn't like the mask. I didn't like either one of them with the mask. The only thing I'll say of the mask character wise I liked in this movie was the dog.
Yeah, they went all out with the CG on the dog.
Yeah. And so while he was the mask, he impregnated his girl, which gave him his baby the powers of the mask.
I mean, I'm mad they showed the little mask powered sperm beat out all the other. See, like there was some things that if it was done with better comedy, better timing, better actors, maybe like it was plotted out better, that stuff could have been hilarious. It just seemed like, oh, okay.
You just feel like
this is what you wasted CG on? All right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some of that stuff, they had good ideas. It just wasn't executed well throughout the entire movie. It just wasn't.
Yeah. I definitely have to agree with that. Like it was really hard. Like it wasn't funny. Like I was staring with a blank stare on most of this movie. Just like staring at it. Like, come on, make me laugh. Make me laugh.
The only thing I could really say, this was definitely a kids movie.
Yeah.
And even then, even we just talked about them showing the two little sperm swimming. It was done in such a cartoonish way, it couldn't possibly be offensive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just, that's this movie in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Everything was done in a way that it just seemed so inoffensive, so sanitary almost, so safe, that it just doesn't stand out. And that the only character that really stands out is the dog, because the baby's almost kind of creepy.
The baby was extremely creepy.
Yeah, like the balloon head, the adult voice.
Yeah.
the Ally McBeal looking, jumping around and stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of that stuff that was just like, I get it. You're trying to go hard on the baby being the main character, like the new thing. Look at the baby. He's got the mask powers with no mask. It's crazy. But like, nah. Alan Cumming was all right, but it just wasn't funny enough. You know what I mean?
No.
It just
wasn't funny. And even the scene, like some of the scenes, is just I think they did the gags way too long.
True. Oh yeah,
Like-
that's true.
Like the first time he wore the mask and that whole scene did not have to be that long.
Yeah, that music. It was a musical.
It was bad, very bad. And
It was the most.
I did not like the way he looked in the mask.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan, but like that movie, that the musical scene in the beginning, yes, that's kind of the perfect example for this entire movie. It just wasn't that funny, and it went on too long.
I think, it's like they telling the joke and just waiting for someone to laugh. Like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Are you going?
All right,
You
Merc.
laughing?
All right, Merc. I think you summed it up the best. Doing a joke and waiting for someone to laugh perfectly sums up this movie. Yep.
Yeah, and that's exactly what this was.
2. It's a 2 for me. It wasn't as bad as Catwoman.
2?
It just
Okay,
wasn't.
so your 2s
Go
are
ahead.
Underworld and Elektra.
I like this more than Elektra. I thought Elektra was boring.
Okay.
So yeah.
The mask, and this will get a 2. I gave it a 1.25, and it's over Catwoman and Elektra.
Damn.
That movie, that creepy ass baby. I'll kick that baby too.
Didn't they kick the baby? No, they didn't kick the baby. Didn't they?
I
Kick
wish
the
they
baby?
did, cause I didn't
Should've
like
kicked
it.
the baby.
The baby weirded me out. Like I did not appreciate any of it. But then you know what? I don't like things when they make babies like. The only movie I like that babies like someone's voicing a baby is Luke's talking, and that's because they're not really talking; they're talking in their head. I hate baby geniuses. Whoever made that movie, they should get punched in the dick.
Oh man.
Because that
Somebody
that
called
spawned,
Danhausen.
Because that spawned 4 sequels, and that did not need to be.
Damn.
And,
All right.
Yeah, whoever made baby geniuses should get punched in the dick.
That's
Or
rough.
I'm not biased. Like,
Yeah, you're not biased.
I want you to get hit.
If you listen, ma'am, if you made this movie, we got Danhausen on the phone.
Yes. That made you with the jar of teeth. Just saying. We do got a good movie next week, and I'm actually happy because Son of the Mask was very bad. But we got a good one next week. We got Sin City.
Oh, good.
Oh, with Eddie Kingston and movie form.
Starring live action Eddie Kingston. Yes.
I'm actually excited for this. I have not seen this in a long time, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to seeing this. I definitely will probably watch it with Jackie because I know she hasn't seen this in a long time either.
Yeah. It's a good movie, but it's also disturbing because it doesn't just end with the Sin City part. There's other stuff. Kevin freaked me out.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
In the yellow
Frodo,
dude.
freaking whatchamacallit? What is his name? It's Frodo, but I'm forgetting the guy's name. The actor.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the movie that I first saw him show any type of range.
Yeah.
That was different from like just being a lighthearted, happy person.
Yeah.
And he freaked me out.
So we got Sin City this week. We got Batman Begins the following week. We got Fantastic Four after that, and History of Violence rounding that up. The following 4 after that is V for Vendetta, 300, Superman Returns, and X-Men 3, X-Men United. Your favorite movie?
No, it's not.
I know.
It has my favorite scene for the meme.
Oh man.
I'm Juggernaut. I'm the Juggernaut.
There's
bitch.
one
That's it.
scene. It's just the preview of this, but there's one scene in that movie that really got me fucking annoyed.
What scene
And the
was that?
fact that so it was the fight scene with Juggernaut and Wolverine in the house, right?
Okay.
So Juggernaut seized to punch Wolverine through the ceiling, and he came back down. Punched him again through the ceiling and came back down. And then after that scene, he punches Wolverine in the face, and he eats it and then attacks.
Damn, you right.
Like, how that works?
Where's Magneto at?
Yo,
Somebody
that
do something.
that part, like, I saw that part and I was like, the fuck was that?
To be fair, was Kitty Pryde touching him?
No.
Okay. And did she make him dense? Because can't she do that now?
No, she could just put you through the wall.
All right.
So yeah, none of that happened. If that happened, I would have gave it more excuse, but no, none of that happened either.
Okay.
And
There's
that
a
was the
lot of
one
inconsistencies in that movie. There's a lot of things they
scene.
were
I think
just
Brett
going for.
Ratner
It.
directed that movie.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Thank goodness he's not there anymore.
And he got in trouble after that.
But like that was that guy going for the fences with his own take on the X-Men hard.
He's like, I saw what you did, but I'm
gonna kill Cyclops in like the beginning of the man. I was mad as hell.
Yeah.
When Cyclops died in that movie, I wanted to stop watching.
I think
That was my only question.
I think that
The entire time. Is he coming back?
That like Cyclops.
Is he coming back? Is he coming back? Where's Cyclops?
I don't know.
They killed Cyclops. What?
I thought he would too, or he wasn't dead, but he was dead.
I hate that.
And then Phoenix just stared at people. That was her power, just staring angrily at you.
She disintegrated you. I get it, but like that made me so mad.
She didn't disintegrate either. She just stared at you angrily.
Well, I mean, she tried to disintegrate. She got rid of a lot of people. She killed Professor X by staring.
Yeah, that he deserved it.
She tried to do it to Wolverine, but again, they tried to. There's so many inconsistencies.
You want to know the best? The only thing I have extreme positivity for in this movie, the only thing that I was like, they got that right, and that was perfect. Kelsey Grammer as Beast.
As Beast, yeah.
That was the most perfect thing in this fucking movie. The rest of the movie was trash.
You're right.
That was the best thing about this movie.
I liked it at the time when I saw it in the theater, but upon further inspection, it's just a lot of things make me upset. Looking at it like, man, why did they do that?
Yeah.
Because the last movie, they were on a roll. X2 was like, all right, they got it. Then they get here, and it's like, oh, you just went to do your own. All right,
he is going for swinging for the same fences on against his team.
And he had it.
Yeah.
He had whatever. Yeah.
It's like scoring a basket in your own team.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
It's like, ha, fuck you up. Yeah. X3 is not looking forward to. I'm not looking forward to.
And isn't it long too?
Yeah, it was like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll run down the last four, and then we could end this cast. Zoom Academy. We have Fantastic Four 2, Ghost Rider, and Spider-Man.
What is Fantastic Four 2?
That's the Rise of Silver Surfer.
Okay. Wait, we didn't watch the first one, did we?
That's coming up soon.
So, well,
I mentioned it. So we have Sin City, Batman Begins, Fantastic Four, History of Violence, V for Vendetta, 300, Superman Returns, X-Men 3, Zoom Academy, Fantastic Four 2, Ghost Rider, Spider-Man 3, Underdog.
Did you say Underdog?
Yep, Underdog had a movie.
What? Did he have a comic, or was he like a comic?
He's a superhero.
Oh, because of the superhero. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Right.
Comic book / superhero movies.
True that.
So it's based on a comic or it has a superhero storyline.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I wish this.
I never saw that.
I wish some mask and wasn't connected with the mask. I really wish it wasn't.
Unfortunate.
Damn you, Jim Carrey, for being so good in their first movie.
It's so bad that a majority of the list still has to compare itself to the CG of the mask, though.
Yeah.
Like, what movie is gonna actually dethrone that?
I think we start getting it better, especially like once the MCU starts, and during that time, we started seeing more quality and more like. But then we also still got some bad CG as well.
I guess Iron Man, right? Isn't Iron Man the first one?
Yeah, because the suit is like mostly CGI.
Yeah, so I guess Iron Man is when it starts.
I'll say that. Maybe Incredible Hulk too, because his motion,
Oh
his
yeah,
movement was pretty good.
that's before Iron Man, or is that
That's
like right around the
a
same
month
time?
later.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I'll say that's something.
Yeah. True.
Sin City itself, like it's a visual. It's visually
True
great.
enough.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'll give Sensitive so much credit because there's a lot of that I can't tell
Yeah.
because of how it's made, the black
Yeah.
and white. There's
The
a lot of
black
that I
and white
can't
and
tell.
everything, yeah. So they did a good job with that. So I'm actually looking forward to it. So yeah, Sin City this week, and yes, I'm excited for all the Yakuza's coming.
Yes, sir.
I'm very happy. I'm still going to call
Can't show up
Yakuza.
soon
I'm sorry.
enough.
I'm still going to call them Yakuza. That's the base of the game. But the Like a Dragon series continues.
This is true.
Yes. So it wraps us up.
Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out on anywhere and everywhere, RedCycloneInc. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram. That is YouTube. That is SoundCloud. That is Spotify. That is, did I say SoundCloud?
SoundCloud and WordPress.
And we got a WordPress. Don't forget.
Yep. You can follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Twitch, or Mark with the Mic. Check out our YouTube page and the Twitch channel, the Mark with the Mic, on YouTube and Twitch. We do have the Hot Ones challenge on there. Me and Tenacious T did the wings of the challenge, the wings of death, with 2 extra sauces. Definitely. All right, peace out, laters, and always remember, follow the jinkies.